Hi, I'm Ashley Gulick, and I want you to join me today as we explore more of Paulding County, Georgia. Today we are headed to the Pickett's Mill Battlefield Historic Site here in Dallas, Georgia. This 765-acre park is a nationally recognized historic site and was added to the National Register of Historic Places in 1973. The park is located at 4432 Mount Tabor Church Road in Dallas and is one of the most well-preserved pieces of Civil War history. The historic site is open Thursday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and is closed on Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's Day. Admission is $5.50 for adults, $3.50 for seniors, and $3 for youth ages 6 to 17. So, what are you waiting for? Come join me as we head out to discover what awaits you at Pickett's Mill. Who knew that Paulding County was home to one of the best preserved Civil War battlefields in the nation? As such a huge part of American history, Pickett's Mill is the perfect place for history buffs to visit for a day filled with enhancing Civil War and historical knowledge simply by just walking the same roads that Federal and Confederate troops used to prepare for battle back in 1864. While you're here, be sure to take a moment and observe the authentic and well-preserved construction and earthwork embattlements used by these men, and even take a walk through the same ravine where hundreds lost their lives. There is a lesson to learn at every turn here at Pickett's Mill. To entertain those history lovers even more, there is even one of two original cannons used during this battle that is currently on display in the museum that is on loan from the Atlanta History Center. Be sure to check that out before it's gone. Hey, so we're here at the cabin, and today we are lucky to have one of the Pickett's Mill Park Rangers join us to tell you a little bit about the significance of Pickett's Mill and some really cool and awesome things to do.
I'm one of the rangers here at Pickett's Mill. Behind me we have the Prather cabin. We had several families that lived here at Pickett's Mill before the battle was even fought here. Both the Pickett and Brand families moved here in the 1840s from South Carolina, and later on, just before the war breaks out, the Leverett family moves in as well and has their own mill built on Pickett's Mill Creek. This cabin behind me represents families that lived here before the war. This cabin itself was built within a few miles from here back in 1853. This cabin is a single-room log cabin with a stone chimney and has a loft above the one room for the children to sleep in primarily. After the Union defeat at the Battle of New Hope Church on May 25, 1864, General William Tecumseh Sherman wants to attack the Confederate right flank, which happened to rest here at Pickett's Mill. On May 27th, he will task General Oliver Howard with the expedition to attack the Confederate right here at Pickett's Mill. And the battle will begin at 5 p.m. that day and will end about 5 hours later with several hundred Union soldiers killed, wounded, and captured, as well as a few hundred more Confederates killed and wounded. The battle is a decisive Confederate victory and will delay Sherman's advance on Atlanta by 2 weeks. We have a 10-minute movie in our museum. The movie talks about the Battle of Pickett's Mill and explains what happened in the battle and how the soldiers moved and how they fought here at Pickett's Mill. The movie helps break down what's going on during that fateful day in May 1864. Next to our movie room, we have a museum with two cannons in it. One of the cannons is an original cannon that was actually here fighting at Pickett's Mill under Captain Thomas Key, a Confederate artillery commander. So the other cannon we have is one we fire today. It's a reproduction, and you can practice your artillery drill on that cannon. We also have several musket examples that was used by both sides here at Pickett's Mill. We also have some soldiers' equipment, and we also have some archaeological items from an archaeological expedition done here at Pickett's Mill near the Brand House site.
With 4 miles of trails available for visitors, be sure to take advantage of the park's landscape by foot. The trails are perfect for a variety of ages and fitness levels, so take a day to enhance your mind and your fitness at the same time. The trails are a perfect place to bring children to explore, learn a little local and Georgia history, and burn off the extra energy. So make sure to add a hike at Pickett's Mill to your list of things to do this summer. And don't forget your four-legged friends either. Pets are welcome to join you on your walk at the park. For you nature lovers out there, the park is full of wildlife, so be sure to be on the lookout for local and Georgia wildlife while exploring the trails. There are picnic tables and group shelters available for use at the park. Be sure to pack your lunch for your trip here and plan to spend a day exploring this important piece of Georgia's and Paulding County's history. There are also several events that take place over the course of the year, so make sure to check out the Pickett's Mill Battlefield page at georgiastateparks.org to plan your next visit. So, today we learned that a visit to Pickett's Mill is perfect for both nature lovers and history buffs, as you can spend a day hiking along the trails and taking in an abundance of Civil War history and culture. Be sure to start planning your trip to Pickett's Mill today, and be sure to join me next time to explore, unwind, and thrive here in Paulding County, Georgia.